Yeah, so that's probably one of the things we try and do a lot of, is actually get right to the rock face, understand what conditions these drills are operating in, what problems they're facing, see it in real time. I think it makes a huge difference just being there on site, because there's so many layers of management in a typical mine that the feedback you really want, it could be completely diluted by the time you get it. Being there on site, understanding what the problems are, touching and feeling, whatever it is, it gives you these insights that you won't get any other way.
The other thing I wanted to ask you about is keeping the team together. You've got, from my understanding from the last interview, there's design, there's production. I'm guessing there's things like logistics and all this thing. How do you keep the team not just communicating, but also pushing forward to always get to that top level they need to be?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. What we promote here is we want everyone to be a team player. There's some traits that we look for, and it's around being humble, hungry, and smart. Humble is someone that's lacking in ego. They're willing to go that extra mile. They're not looking for recognition of themselves. It's a team effort. And then the hungry part of it is, they're passionate, they're driven, they want to go further. They're always researching something. They just take it to that next level. And then there's the smarts, the hungry, humble, smart. The last point there. It's someone that's emotionally intelligent, someone that can work in a team, understands team dynamics, understands what they say how that may impact someone. And I think those three traits really bring together what we call a team player.
Are those things can you teach that? Can you teach humility to somebody, or is that sort of they have it or they don't?
No, I think you can learn it. You definitely can learn it. It depends how. If you are prepared to learn, you can learn to be humble. I think it's important to have some trace of humility. If you're completely arrogant, well, you're probably not going to get too far. But if you know how to be humble or how to bind on humility,
right?
Well, yeah, I think you can increase. Well, that's not really what I'm trying to say. Jump back.
Yeah. Well. Actually, what I was going, I guess I would actually ask the question. Once I was halfway through the question, I realized, you know what, I would actually ask it different. How do you teach humility amongst your team? Especially, I imagine you're trying to get young people in to start their career with you, and usually. I'll fall right into that category. Humility was not probably my strongest suit at 22 years old, let's say. But over time, you get humbled. And I'm wondering how you do approach that, because you can teach humility, but how do you, as a company, when people are coming into your team?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's all about our core values. And I think living and breathing as a leadership team here, and as we've got middle management, living and breathing those core values is what will guide the young people. They'll see what is recognised and what is appreciated in the company, what is non-negotiable, really. Those traits are someone that's humble, someone that's hungry, someone that's smart.
Gets rewarded.
Recognised and rewarded. And it's, I think that constant recognition of those values is eventually what creates this culture that is pretty hard to find in a manufacturing environment.
Right.